Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Colorado's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Grab behind the line. It's Garrison. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Galladay. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. Hines is big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the big fella. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? On third down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. Extra point here will tie the game. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run, and he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got room to work. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, nice Nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. And this is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galladay. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. That midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Got it in the middle. It's Galladay. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Perkins.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the move. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A shot for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Sun Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Galladay. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Makes the catch right at the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And that one will give them the lead.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Galladay. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
got the back over the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Garrison. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
It's complete. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Looking for the time with the extra point.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That touchdown lead they had. Disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Puts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And they're not on the same page there.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClure. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Galladay. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from the loss.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Rousseau. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's straight downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him the first down.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
First down.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Got his man on the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense.
Here we go.
He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking the deep shot. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wants to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball past. If you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
Arizona State, 28.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he...
Pulls it in on the right. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona State.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this to tie things up in the final minute. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Handoff to the lone back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now we'll have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to. How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Gives it on the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Arizona State! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's the pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Touchdown, Buffs! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. They go to the draw. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Trying to pound it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. East line set just inside the right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right. If you know Rece Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Rece Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.